So you're thinking about starting or restarting an art career in your golden years. First of all, bravo. And second of all, no, you're not crazy. In fact, you might just be at the perfect point in life to finally go for it. Why? Well, first, let's break it down. Number one, let's talk about the perks of being a seasoned artist. You have life experiences. You've lived, loved, cried, traveled, made questionable fashion choices. And all of that makes for excellent art material. When I was young and in art school, I struggled with what to paint, and I blamed it on a lack of talent, but really, I just hadn't collected enough scars or stories or wrinkles to have enough to say yet. You may have financial flexibility. You may no longer be paying for braces or college tuition. Hallelujah. Which means you can finally splurge on those good brushes. Yeah, the ones that don't shed like your golden retriever. You're likely to have more time to create. With fewer 9 to 5 obligations and no carpool duties, you can actually sit down and focus. Or pace around your studio dramatically while figuring out if that ear you're trying to paint should be just a little to the left. Go ahead and sharpen those creative skills. You want to go back to school? Do it. You won't be the only one in class who brings snacks and corrects the teacher's grammar. Then there's all that self-learning out there, YouTube, online courses, books, it's all there, and most of it won't even ask you to change out of your pajamas. Go ahead, practice and play. You finally have permission to play. Try watercolor, collage, sculpture, go wild. Worst case scenario, you make a mess. Best case, you find your new signature style. Now, if you already found that style, consistent practice is your ticket to getting noticed. Yes, I said it. You need to get noticed. You need to get your work out there in the world because the world needs your experience. It's uniquely yours. Let me give you a few clues about turning passion into profession without turning it into a chore. Find your thing. Are you into bold abstracts, delicate florals, cat portraits? No judgment. We all start somewhere. Find what lights you up. Make a loose plan. Don't worry, no spreadsheets required unless you like that sort of thing. Just map out what you'd love to create, who you'd like to reach, and how you'd like to share your work. Then build a portfolio. Think of it like online dating, but for your art. Show your best side here and make a lot of work. Now, I'm going to suggest that you not post everything that you've ever created since you won that award for making the best Valentine card back in grade school. You should curate your work to showcase the ones that you feel are most reflective of your skills. Keep working from there. You'll only get better as you go. And learn to share your art. Social media, art fairs, Etsy, galleries, email newsletters. It's all a chance to say, hey world, look what I made. Now, while social media has always gotten me feedback and feel goods, it doesn't do much for making sales for me. In a noisy world, that takes a lot of work, and you still need time to create. You may no longer be in a place in life where the income part is important, but you can't let those artworks pile up in your studio. Often, in our later years, selling is less about needing an income and more about sharing your work. And yeah, it's a little about cleaning out your studio. And okay, the validation of making that sale and becoming a professional, well, that's pretty cool too. Now, Etsy works for a lot of artists to sell, although I find that smaller, more affordable art is the niche you'll find there. For my price point, size I work in, wherever I travel, we've moved a lot in the last couple of decades, galleries and entering juried shows, those were my venue for making sales. Now, getting into a gallery is a whole nother study in itself, but here's my first tip. If you're starting out, try to find an entry-level gallery that supports emerging artists or a co-op type gallery. Co-ops are artist-run and they often require you donate some time to participate. It's highly unlikely that a higher-end commercial gallery will show your work until you have a track record. So document all your sales and all your progress along the way. If you don't have entry-level or co-op galleries in your community, see if you can get some artists together and think about starting one. Artist markets, festivals, or craft fairs work for some artists. These are like those traveling shows you can enter where you set up your tent in the strip mall parking lot with a bunch of other artists. They do require a significant upfront investment in the setup and booth costs. You'll need to be a good producer and a good traveler to make these pay off, but I know a lot of artists who make a good living at it. Now, art fairs, those are different venues. They're different than art markets. They can be open to artists or they can be open to only galleries that bring their artists in. Art fairs that are geared to artists offer booths you can rent in some place like a convention center for a weekend or sometimes longer in big cities like LA, Chicago, New York. This is a professional level that can be expensive, but it helps many artists build a collector base and sell more art, sometimes long after the show. I recommend that you do your research well and attend one of these first before you decide to invest. So get started. Make friends, join local art groups, collaborate, swap stories, or just find someone to talk to who understands the struggle of picking just the right shade of blue. What we are really after in this endeavor is meaning, joy, and the big picture. Express yourself. Art isn't just about making something pretty, it's about telling your truth, even if your truth includes a lot of polka dots and glue sticks. Leave a legacy. Your work might hang in galleries, living rooms, or on the fridge. But either way, it's a powerful piece of you that lasts, and yes, your grandkids will be impressed. My granddaughter took one look at a painting I made recently and said, "Ooh, creepy. You know, that girl really gets me." You want to stay sharp and connected. Art keeps your brain busy, your hands active, and your soul well fed. And bonus, it gives you something way cooler to talk about than your neighbor's tomato plants. You don't need to be young to start something new. You just need to be you. Pick up that paintbrush, sculpt that clay, sketch that idea that's been waiting patiently in your head. The art world isn't reserved for the young. It's open to the curious, the bold, and the beautifully seasoned. Yes, that's you. For more ideas to inspire that beautiful, mature artist that you are, sign up at pofstudio.com.